Hello there and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another update on the Survivor 80 boss base for the Seige Squadron Elite parts. This update is due to the fact that there's a dozen ways to do these bases, and I've done them many different ways, but this is consistently the safest way to do it. I've done it with less damage in other methods. However, if you mess up with other methods, you can also take massive damage. So the key to this particular method is to get in and get out very quickly with your Dina. What I'm doing is I'm clearing a route for Dina, and I'm trying not to kill too many of the Ravagers, because the quicker that you kill the roaming Ravagers, the quicker that the aircraft start to come out. If I were to go right after those Ravagers, so I specifically am not killing those Ravagers. Sometimes I used to come in and take out the CC right there in the middle. However, it takes me just a few seconds too long, and then Ravagers start falling from the Siege squadrons, and then it makes it more damaging for my Dina. And it's not quite worth it, because there's really nothing in there that's going to hurt me very badly when I come back in here to start taking out the rest of the base. The important thing is to get rid of the railguns, because those will do significant damage to your phalanxes, and I'm going to be using phalanxes with Audra for a distraction. As long as Audra is in there, Audra is the key to this base. As long as Audra is in there, all of the Ravagers tend to go for Audra, so that allows your phalanxes to take them out before they can reach Audra. You see here how Audra didn't take any damage, and neither did any of the phalanxes. So I put everything on aggressive, and that's another thing that makes this, there's so much going on in here. If you were trying to control everything, it would make it difficult. So now I'm going to retreat a couple of phalanxes, 3 phalanxes, and we just leave 4 phalanxes there to take care of the rest of the Ravagers. And I'm going to bring in 6 of my anti-air units to try to quickly take out the aircraft. The quicker you can take out the aircraft, the less amount of Ravagers that they're going to drop. And so I also put those on aggressive, and sometimes you can get them. Like in this case, I left 2 aircraft out of that last 5, and so I took off the aggressive mode on them to keep them away from the Ravagers that had fallen. And as long as they're close to Audra, the Ravagers will go for Audra. But if you're way out on the other side of the base by yourself, they will take out your Hades, and you don't want that to happen. So sort of control your Hades at the end right there, but put them on aggressive, because they can find the aircraft before you can. And so that's another key to this. So I ended up with a little bit of damage on one phalanx, and that's it. Everything else was free repair. Dina was 3 minutes. Audra was about 3 minutes, so that was free repair. I took damage on 4 or 5 of the Hades. However, it was only like 10 seconds damage. And I took damage on all of my phalanxes. However, it was only like 1 minute damage for most of them. It was the and one Hades had a little bit of damage as well. Yeah, one Hades had more than the free repair, but just a few seconds more. While I was doing other things, I kept flipping back and forth to heal my Hades and my phalanxes. So I've got one phalanx that's got 7 minutes worth of damage. Got that one Hades, which was almost free repair, 5 minutes and a few seconds. So now it's free repair. Now I've got that 2 minutes to wait before I can go to free repair, and I can go do another one of these. This is fairly consistent, and Within a few minutes of range of difference, I've been doing this over and over and over again. So I have, I believe, 30 Elite Siege Squadron parts already. So I think that's the safest way. I hope this was helpful. Have a good one out there.